while I was here at Fan Expo, I thought maybe I'd find out a little bit more about next year's Lego Batman movie that's coming out. So I thought I'd go right to the source and speak to the man himself. And that, of course, is Batman. Batman, oh, I see you have a microphone. This is even better.
Yes, that's right.
Great. Awesome, Batman. So I was just wondering, what can you tell us about next year's movie, the Lego Batman movie?
I am the Knight.
Right, I know you're the Dark Knight, but I'm just wondering what you could tell us about Lego Batman.
Darkness.
It's going to be really dark?
No parents.
But we know your parents are dead.
Absence of light. More darkness.
Every time. Every time.
You know, everybody wants your opinion, wants to see what Stan Lee says when they cast somebody in a role. And recently they cast an actress named Zendaya, a biracial actress, as they're not confirming it yet, but we all know that she's playing Mary Jane in the new Spider-Man movie.
My only question is, what's the problem?
So we are here with Scott Wilson. Now, younger viewers may know him as Herschel from The Walking Dead, but he has been in everything. You have been in so much stuff, sir. You've worked in television, movies, you've done it all. Out of all the roles you've played, what is the one that you feel is the most gratifying one that you've ever played?
That's very hard to say.
Right.
Very hard to answer. It's akin to saying, which one is your favorite child? I mean, because the first film I did was won 4 Academy Awards, the first film that I was in The Heat of the Night. The second one, In Cold Blood, is also a classic. And then I worked with, working with great directors and great actors, and the Great Gatsby was a lot of fun with Jack Clayton directing it, and Robert Redford's version, and Mia Farrow. I did a couple of films in Poland that were in '84 during martial law. I did one called A Year of the Quiet Sun. Then I did another one in '89 or '90 called Our God's Brother, that was based on a play that Pope John Paul II wrote when he was a young man. I had 2 audiences with him as a result of that. I've been very fortunate. I've worked with some very gifted people and some wonderful work, including The Walking Dead.
Standing before you is a kindred spirit, because long before I did anything that you would recognize, I was going to cons. I think the first convention I went to was at the Ambassador Hotel in the early 70s. And I was still in college, and in the newspaper it said they were going to show Metropolis, the silent Fritz Lang film that I'd read about in Famous Monsters magazine. I said, ooh, I gotta go see that. And off we went. And it was maybe, 10 dealers, 2 16mm projectors, and all these comic books. That a lot of them I had as a kid before I was shamed into giving them up by peer pressure from my brothers and sisters. And I said, oh, I had that one, I had that one, I had that one. I think that sort of, I got the bug to collect again back in the early 70s. So I'm here to talk about anything you want to talk about. We'll talk about my cartoon work, or, of course, my memorable turn on the Partridge Family. We can talk about that galaxy far, far away. But first, I want to talk about Sprint.
Okay, so we are here in the Anchor Bay booth, once again, Fan Expo, and I've got a little surprise here. I was a little worried about security, so I thought I'd bring in the toughest badass woman that I could find, and that is the wonderful Dana DeLorenzo of Ash vs. Evil Dead!
Looking good! Looking sweet!
Absolutely, doing our best.
This is amazing. That was my best Ash impression.
That's okay.
I think I did terribly.
No, you did great, but that's okay. We don't care about Ash. We just care about you.
Yeah, we don't care about the Ash in the Ash versus Evil Dead.
Nah.
But you know what? I will say, to Bruce's credit, because I've never actually had a chainsaw on my hand, this is heavy. This is like very, very heavy.
And now
he's all like you know, chopping heads off. What were you
Yeah,
saying?
no, I was gonna say, now imagine if this was all real metal and like full of gas and.
I mean, and it does charge up on set. Yeah, he's strong for that Bruce Campbell. I'm gonna put it down now because I talk with my hands, so you're gonna lose a face. in just
Chainsaw to the
a
face.
minute.
I think I could take one for the team on that one. I think that would be okay.
You would?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm happy to kick your ass. I am Italian. I have a lot of pent up rage.
That's
fine.
No, that's cool.
And look at this.
No, it's
look
cool.
at all these amazing tools I can choose from.
Yeah, no, you could use a lot of stuff here.
Well, and like Kelly's greatest weapon is turning anything into a weapon.
No, it's true.
So like, let me. Okay, why don't you pick something and then I'll come up on the fly of how I would decapitate and pulverize you. Pick something hard.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the clippy scissor things.
Clippy scissor things. Okay.
Because
So-
decapitation with that
Well, first of
some
all,
work.
I would take it and Stooges like go in
Okay.
your eye,
Right.
which I should not get that close. Luckily, you're wearing safety goggles. I would jam your eyes out, and then Kelly would probably just go all the way around, like perforated, like that. Like that, like that, like
okay.
that, like that.
See?
And then just get a few more. Just get a few more random places. Just getting that rage out.
See?
She has a lot of rage.